Coming up on UT 10 News, Toledo's mayor-elect is getting ready for office.
And UT honors local veterans.
And I'll look into the resignation of the women's head softball coach.
Plus, Frank Vashner has highlights from a weekend full of Rocket basketball. Your news in 10 minutes starts now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Rosendale.
And I'm Mike Smith.
For the second time in 2013, a University of Toledo head coach has announced their immediate resignation.
Reporter Brandan Carnes looked into yet another questionable change for the Rockets.
News of softball coach Tara Beister's resignation broke Tuesday afternoon. Athletic Director Mike O'Brien stated that a search for a new coach would begin immediately. But for the time being, assistant coaches Lane Leedy and Kyle Gross have been named co-head coaches.
We're excited about where we stand now. We have support of the administration with the staff and the support of the players.
As the head coach at UT, Beister compiled a 55-156 record, including just a 23-64 mark on the MAC. In a press release, the university said the coach is looking to pursue other employment opportunities.
It was just best that we move forward, whether it be our softball program or Coach Beister with her career.
Both Leedy and Gross were hired in August, and neither one has any previous collegiate coaching experience. But a source close to the team has told me any change of the coaching staff was one for the better. I'm Brandan Carnes for UT 10 News.
Thanks, Brandon. Toledoans elected a new mayor last week. D. Michael Collins defeated incumbent mayor Mike Bell. Collins, who ran as an independent, received around 7,000 more votes than Mayor Bell. Voter turnout for the election was low, at just 25% of the voting population. Collins had strong support from both the police and firefighter unions. The mayor-elect says he must change the way most Toledo residents view the city.
Toledoans have to realize that this is a city of promise. This is a city that can produce, and this is a city that will keep its young and afford them the opportunities that the generations before them had.
The mayor-elect is scheduled to take office on January 2nd. According to the U.S. Census Department, there are 21.2 million veterans living in the United States. Yesterday, UT honored some of those soldiers with the 9th annual Veterans Appreciation Day breakfast. 500 people attended the ceremony in Savage Arena. During the breakfast, veterans were offered free services from hearing tests to getting help finding housing.
We can't even begin to discuss how many lives we've lost during all the wars we fought. All the veterans here, they've all sacrificed time, money, life, and limb to serve our country. And it's only right that we should be here today and get back to them in some small way.
GI Jobs magazine has recognized UT as a 2014 military-friendly school for working with student veterans during their education. Monday wasn't just a day for honoring veterans, it was also the official launch day for Toys for Tots.
That's right, Mike, and reporter Dina Mitchell was out scouting some of the cool toys that were being dropped off on campus.
The Student Veterans of America have placed 3 Toys for Tots drop-off boxes across campus. Students can donate toys at Rocket Hall, Wolf Hall, and at the Student Union until December 17th. The Toys for Tots campaign provides toys, books, and other gifts to less fortunate children. All of the campus donations will be distributed to local families.
If we could just get every student to do one toy, I mean, the effect it would have on the community is beyond belief.
For a complete list of other area Toys for Tots drop-off locations, go to our website, ut10news.com. The Toys for Tots campaign is now looking for new and unwrapped toys, just like this one. I'm Dina Mitchell for UT 10 News.
According to the National Center for Education Statistics, non-traditional students make up about 71% of the national student population. That's why last week the College of Adult and Lifelong Learning celebrated non-traditional students for the 3rd year in a row. Non-traditional students are defined as people who did not attend college after high school. This population usually includes members of the military and transfer students.
We want to make sure that in people's minds they know that we have non-traditional students. They know what kinds of challenges and things they face.
November 6th was the grand opening of the new $30,000 UT Commuter Lounge. The new Commuter Lounge is located on the 2nd floor of the Student Union. The university wanted to offer the 18,000 students who commute to UT a place to hang out on campus. However, the new lounge is also open to all students.
To have them be able to have a place to put their book bag down, to be able to safely, do that. We'll have lockers, they can lock things up.
The lounge is open Monday through Friday from 8:15 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. With spring registration currently underway, the university is now offering walk-in Wednesdays. Students can walk into 13 of the college offices on main campus on Wednesdays to get advising without an appointment. Advisors will help students with questions ranging from class scheduling to adding a minor. Walk-in Wednesdays serve students on a first-come, first-served basis. Advisors are available from 9 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon.
I'm Frank Vashner, and this is your UT 10 Sports. The women's basketball team hosted their annual Glass City tournament at Savage Arena over the weekend. But before we get into those highlights, the men's team opened up their regular season Saturday night against Northwestern Ohio. The Rockets had to battle with the Racers early on. Here's Matt Smith rising at fire rate for three. That one's nothing but nylon to give the Rockets a 10-8 lead. A little later, Ryan Pearson gets an outlet feed from Juice Brown. And here he is throwing it down to give the Rockets a lead by 3. Newcomer J.D. Weatherspoon gets a slam right here off his own rebound and puts his team up by 10. In the second half, it was more dunk city for the Rockets. Here's Weatherspoon with another slam off of a dish from Brown. As a team, the Rockets had 7 dunks and 6 players scored in double figures as they would win 102-55.
I think the crowd enjoyed it tonight, and like JD had a lot of good highlight dunks, and there's more to come. So I think the crowd enjoyed it tonight, and we had fun.
Now on to the women's team, who are hosting their second annual Glass City tournament. They tipped off their season against last year's WNIT champ Drexel. In the first half, the Rockets kept pace with the visitors as Janelle Reed-Lewis rises and fires for 3. That one's pure. And here's Inma Zanoguera hitting a baseline jumper. Despite those shots, it wasn't a good first half for the Rockets as they trailed by 5 at the break. In the second half, free throw shooting was also a huge problem as they went 4 for 11 from the line of the half, and Drexel's Fiona Flanagan was tough to stop too. She went 5 for 8 from downtown in this one. The Rockets lost a tough one by a final of 65-52. The women had a quick turnaround as they faced Mississippi Valley State on Sunday in a consolation game of the tournament. And right off the tip, here's Janelle Reed-Lewis taking it to the hoop as the Rockets would jump out to an 11-0 lead. And Zanoguera was on fire in this one as she scored 20 points in the first half to help the Rockets take a 56-35 lead at the break. In the second half, Stephanie Recker drives in and scores. She finished with 13 points and 10 rebounds. Then who else but Inma Zanoguera putting an exclamation point on this one. She finished with 24 points and 16 boards and a 98-45 victory for the Rockets.
I couldn't be more proud of the way my teammates responded, the way the coaching staff approached this game, and the energy that we had today, even from the beginning. I think that was awesome.
And before the women kicked off their weekend tournament, they hosted their second annual Cake, Rattle, and Roll fundraiser. Reporter Jessica Lemieux caught up with the team at the event in Savage Arena.
The spotlight wasn't just on the team last Wednesday, but the near 350 fans who took over the court. The main event was the Cakewalk, a game similar to musical chairs. About $2,000 worth of prizes were given away, including an iPad mini, sweet tickets for a football game, courtside seats, and Nike gear. The fans just couldn't get enough.
Well, I attended it last year, had a great time, it was an absolute blast, and so obviously it was a no-brainer that I would come back again this year and support the team.
General admission was $45, which included the silent auction, food, and live music by the local band, 9 Lives. The team spent time dancing with fans, singing, and showing off some hidden talent on the drums. This year's event raised between $15,000 to $20,000.
All proceeds will be going to the women's basketball program and future travels to Spain and England, the home countries of 3 players. I'm Jessica Lemieux for UT 10 News.
Thanks, Jessica, and thanks, Frank. You're welcome, guys. That's it for UT 10 News. For the latest breaking news from campus and bios from all of our UT 10 reporters, go to our website, ut10news.com.
And you can always watch our award-winning newscasts on YouTube and Facebook, where you can get caught up with all of your campus news whenever you want. For Mike Smith, Frank Vashner, and all of our crew, I'm Kristen Rosendale. Have a great week and stay tuned for more news from the UT campus.